Trump gets the dub. Definitely not a knockout. The closing argument was the biggest knockout blow he landed because Kamala came with some pre-written speech, written before the debate, assuming, he was going to say certain things that he barely even alluded to, So if you're talking head-to-head on the closing argument, Trump lands the haymaker. Gave it that Juan Manuel Marquez versus Pacquiao in their last fight, just sleeping 5 minutes on the canvas. As far as the rest of the debate, honestly, Trump won. I would say I'd give it like an 8-4 if this was a boxing fight. I know there wasn't exactly 12 rounds, but just to give it that context, he definitely didn't dominate. He didn't wipe the floor with her. He had more big moments. She had one decent moment that resonated pretty well when he, went back to the old thing of the Democrats want to take your guns, and she immediately clapped back with, me and Tim Walz are both gun owners. We're not coming to take your gun, so you can forget that old narrative. Bang! That was a nice shot. She landed a nice shot with that one. She landed a nice shot with the dumb thing he said with the 9 months. Obviously, can't kill your baby once it's walking around. Or sucking. You can't kill your baby when it's breastfeeding. There's no states that allow that. So. She landed a couple shots, but Trump, just the consistency throughout, he definitely won a debate. There's no question about it. He stuck to his message for the most part, had a couple, flubs or moments that probably weren't beneficial to him, like talking about that rumor with the migrants eating the cats and dogs, which has been completely 100% not proven at the moment. It's a new story. You should wait a little longer before you speak on things like that. But the bottom line is she's been in office for 4 years, right? So every discussion they had, whether it was inflation, the migrant crisis, it's hard to debate who would win that because it's automatic win, not necessarily for Trump, but automatically a loss for Kamala because the numbers are there. We see the statistics for the migrant crisis. We see the statistics for inflation. Right? We see, Trump with his whole drill, baby drill with the domestic oil. We see, how much gasoline has went up in recent years. Like they're visually there. So there's really not much Kamala could do to get wins on those things, right? Same thing with Afghanistan. She was in when Afghanistan can't really get a win there. She could have picked up a couple more wins if she would have took more of an attack approach. And Trump maybe could have picked up a couple more wins if he took that approach, but then probably would have took a couple more L's. So he didn't take that many losses because he only brought up a couple things that were bold-faced, ridiculous lies or, things that have been completely unproven at the moment, right? So he didn't take a lot of L's there. He stuck to his message. You speak about what's true, what you got the facts, what you got the stats for. Kamala didn't have an answer for any of those things. She had an answer for a couple things. Trump wins the debate 8-4, in my opinion, right? I'm not going to say he caught a knockout at the end, but if you put the closing argument versus closing argument, it's a knockout blow because he talked about what they talked about in the debate, and he directly responded to things she said in her closing argument, But the truth of the matter is Trump was behaving tonight, and that's what's going to give him the dub, and that's what's going to get him more voters because the thing is, people have this thing. They want to see that old bombastic 2016 Trump, 2017, what he did even through his first 4 years of the presidency, which I thought was bad and made me not like him. What is actually turning over some of the voters and the reason why he might win is because he's getting more tempered, right? He's even saying things as far as the Roe v. Wade situation that are a little more tempered. Right? He's giving himself the ability to gain new supporters. Bombastic Trump is fun, right? There's quotables and it's funny and it's like a stand-up half the time. But it's not going to get him many new voters, right? His loyal base is his loyal base. They're there. They're locked in. Just like the Democrats, they're locked in. They're there. The only way for Trump or Kamala to pull away is to get new voters, say different things, be more tempered if you're Trump, maybe be more aggressive if you're Kamala. We know both of them are going to tell lies, and we saw a lot of that tonight on both sides of it, right? But Trump, without a doubt, gets the dub on the night. Not a huge win, but a nice win, a respectable win, a solid win. But you know who loses? We all lose because we got to choose between Trump and Kamala Harris again. But I do think I might end up leaning towards my guy Trump. I might have to, even though I've never voted for him before. RFK is backing him. Tulsi's backing him. And I mean, Kamala, I don't think we can have Kamala. I still don't know, though. I'm still not convinced.
My city don't